Divine is Wotan, All-Father of the all-Euro tribes, highest of the gods in Asgard. Divine Wotan, whose will is performed and accomplished by his own powers, which he hath gathered up out of himself. Divine is Wotan, whose immortal and dynamic force shall be known, and who is known by his folk, to whom he reveals himself. Divine art thou, whom through his fiery spirit and will hast established all worthy things to mortals here in Midgard. Divine art thou, to whom nature and sun, his image, is thereby defined. Divine art thou, whom the inferior nature has not formed. Divine art thou, who art mightier than all powers in the 9 worlds. Divine art thou, who art moved the highest excellence under the universe, power of the all-high creator. Divine art thou, who is greater than all mortal kind. Accept this invocation from our soul and our hearts here in Midgard. Stretched out to thee, O warrior God, many names, guises, and infinite wisdom, though whom we do rightly honor through courage and our deeds. We beseech your guidance in times of despair and doubt, that we may not err from the knowledge that you have bestowed upon us, and that we may likewise enlighten our kinsmen, our folk, and those who are ignorant of the ancient ways of their tribes. Know that we pledge our honor and our service to thee, to the end of days in Midgard. O Father Wotan, thou art the true light, life and soul of all the Euro tribes. May the heroic spirit that you have instilled to our noble ancestors continue to inspire our folk today and our children tomorrow and for all the ages to come. So may it ever be, and so we may earn our rightful place in Valhalla. Hail to the noble gods, the Aesir and the Vanir. Hail!
Hail!
I listen to the voice of Wotan as he speaks to my spirit. His voice is in the vibration of the ancient iron will, and immortality resonating within the core of my mortal being. Through this arcane wisdom, I am led unerringly to the higher realms in the now of my awakening conscious. A Yggdrasil tree grows inside me. It winds its way upward into the base of my spine, to the crown of my head. A complete universe where all things and all truths unfold and revealed. I reach into this domain of quiet peace and hearken back to the voice of my ancestors, who dwell within me, and I here am one with all my people, past, present, and future. The nature and the extended universe without, I move in accordance to the divine law. From here, all limitless powers of creation are moving inward and outward, and I am conscious of it. I see about me the thoughts of all mankind in correct answers and questions. That which is good among these I accept. That which is not I ignore, for my concern is only with the truth and divine plan ordained through the nature and my gods, which is the perfect good and the expanding of all inner and outer consciousness. I know that I am fulfilling the fondest wish of the Absolute. It is my gods who prompt and guide me to understand their highest powers. As I believe in my heart, so shall it be done unto me. As this is the law of life and living, each day is another step in my journey into a greater union with the gods. I am at peace with myself here in Midgard. Do not seek. I know not to strive. I am guided. The divine Wotan spirit working above, around, and through me.
We call to the heroic ancestors of our folk, and to the gods in Asgard, whose wisdom and guidance is our sustenance. Light of sun, radiance of moon, splendor of fire, speed of lightning, swiftness of wind, depth of sea, stability of earth, firmness in stone. We open this circle now, in honor and in gratitude to those great martyrs of legend and lore, to those immortal spirits who have given freely of their life, that darkness and oppression may vanish from our folk and from our lands. We hail to you, giants among men, time-tested heroes that have gone before us. By inspiration and example, you have fueled the fire of our will. It is from your noble sacrifices that our gift of life and hope remain. Gods and noble ones of legend, join with us now. Infuse us with your invigorated strength and determination. Condition our spirit, lead us in self-perpetuation to the fulfillment of our illuminating quest. May we seal all the doors where evil dwells. As your light burns within us, so too shall we do service to our gods and to our folk. By this covenant we are bound. May your bold legends continue always to emblazon our hearts with courage and to inspire all of our Euro tribes in this understanding of the vital bond of unity within, which is the root and foundation of our strength as a people and a nation. Divine in essence and noble in form. Fearless, ones of the Iron Harrier, by ash, oak, and thorn, and in Wotan's name. Behold, ye noble lords of the astral worlds, we thank you for attending our rites. Depart now in good frith to your higher realms. This rite is now ended. We bid you farewell, heroes of legend and martyrs all. To you and to your lasting glory, we do hail.
Hail, sir.
Hail.
Hail with us.
I'm a 21st century Viking. I'm badass to the bone. And my enemies all fear me, and they leave my ass alone. My symbol is the hammer, and I hold the hammer high. If you meet me on the battlefield, you'll know the reason why. The life I lead is valiant, lived in honor, troth and deed. And to my family, folk and friends, I raise my horn of mead. My gods, they live within me, though they reign in Asgard high. In Valhalla I will meet them all, from a battle when I die. The Valkyries watch over me, the Norns they know my fate. But Viking life is my glory bound, and patiently they await. From Wotan I've lived and learned wisdom, from Thor my powers are known. I'm a 21st century Viking, I'm badass to the bone. Hail.
Hail.
Hail, sir. ancient spirits of our noble blood, and those courageous warriors who have fallen in battle, hear us now and continue to sustain us. Through you, we reach back to the divinity of our immortal gods. Breath of life and sacred might, strengthen the bonds of our tribes, as it was in distant times, so do we now, with honor and truth and spirit, commit to the just service of Wotan. All Father, protector of our folk, as you have so inspired the gods and man, so will we ever strive to preserve the wisdom and powers that you have granted us. Fearless shall we remain to all adversaries, steadfast and resolute in our will. Your legends of bravery we covet and preserve. Your unquenchable knowledge courses through our soul and the will, and shall never cease from our quest in Midgard. Nor shall our weapons sleep in our hands, as our gods ever guide us. In nature's law, so do we quench our eternal spirit in your awakened glory. Hail to our ancestors and the illustrious heroes of honor and legend. Hail to the Asir. Hail to the Vanna. Hail to victory and Valhalla.
Hail to victory and Valhalla.
Life is passing quickly by, through Midgard nights and sunlit sky. O'er the hills the ravens fly, months to years, the time wheels turning. Colors flash from nature's treasure, bringing joy in all its measure, step by step and measure by measure, yearning, hoping, always dreaming. Spirits divine and vital spark, good souls rising from the dark, reaching ever for that mark where only heroes dare to tread. Beauty, harmony, sight, and sound, glories lost and glories found, standing stones and sacred mound. Your destiny, it beckons. Your gods are calling. Hail, sir.
Hail.
Hail.